Good morning. Ain't that crazy? It ain't morning. It's 7:30 at night. You guys, I came back today. Remember I went on a tour. That shit worked me out. They had me climbing some hills. Now let me tell you something. I'm glad because they were very encouraging. Luis and Leo, they would wait for me, and they were telling me we just a little more. We wait. So it's really hilly here in Medellin, and they took me all in the hood, with the regular people. I was all in it, and I was loving it. Louis, okay, so first of all, so Leo is the guy that Johnny called to arrange for my tour, to drive me around. He said there's certain parts of Medellin I should go check out because of the culture, the graffiti, the whole culture. Because Johnny kind of has gotten to know me. So I said, okay. So then Leo came. He had a translation device, sort of like the one I have. He has the other one. I was laughing because he had a charging block. Just like, okay, so see this charging block for your phone? Man, Leo had the same thing. He had flash. I was teasing him. I said, Leo, you got all the technology in the car. Anyway, so Leo took me to this area. Now, as it turns out, his family lives right in the area. So first thing, he takes me to his house, his family's house, is to make sure, he parked and we had to walk. So then he goes there and he said, you want to use the bathroom, drink, so I met his family, this wonderful family. They're so nice. The videos is coming. The video's coming. So everything was so much more personable. I sat there, met his people. Then, when I was ready, when they was ready, here comes his nephew, Lewis, who's really into the culture, the whole flavor of the neighborhood. And I told him, for this video, you could do it in Spanish when you need to. I said, listen. I said, Luis, we need to tell the story and make people aware of the connections between the people. See, I said, I want them to see that. You're taking me around and teaching me, but I want to know because of the connections. And I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at your skin, and there's people all around here, and the people who are such mixtures of black and brown, and I'm thinking about the world at large. So we talked about some of those things. So you're going to see a bunch of that stuff in the video where I get to talk to this young guy, 22, very intelligent and aware of the political situations of Colombia and other places. So we talked about that. So that was wonderful. That was wonderful. And I made sure I gave him, I took care of him. So those videos are coming. I also had some wonderful performances. I shot like an 8-minute performance. These cats was rapping in Spanish. That shit was so fly. That shit was so fly. So you're going to get a chance to see that. Now, of course, when they see me there, okay, so I'm walking with these other two dudes around. So I think everybody's wondering who the fuck, excuse me, my French, I am. Here's this cat with a cane going up these hills. And I think people were just wondering, they were looking, but when you see the video, look at the women. Well, depending on what you into, look at whatever you want. If you like the men. Because let me tell you something, that's what I said. The brothers, the average LA brother, will come over here and feel a little intimidated because these men are in shape. I'm just telling you. They in shape. They're in shape. The average dude here looks like he's in shape. In fact, the average dude here looks like he's lifting weights. And I'm going, what the hell is that? I talked with it too with some of the Colombian females, and even their opinion, they said, yeah, in the United States, we understand everybody's fat. She said, now this is coming from a woman, okay, it's interesting because they're thick here too. So the woman who was saying, you should have saw the hips on her. So, but what she was saying was that the people here, even when they're thick, he said, look at their legs and their arms. You know, even Leo's sister, who's a year older than me, was getting up, running around and shit. And she's running. I said, how you do all that? She says, because I have to do all that. I can't so active, you know. So here's the thing. With all these hills and them walking, you got to give these people credit. Okay? I'm just saying. You got to give them credit. Because let's say you do like them thick. Okay? Well, you going to get some strong legs and thighs out of this group. Lord, I ain't lying. They're a little busty, some of them, which is okay, because I see that, you know, I'm more of the ones, I'm a man who, I'm in the no titty committee. You can put 2 nipples on a board for me. But just the range of bodies. Ooh, and the way they was dressing. Ooh, so Mario, I'm just waking up. Now you say, Mario, what happened? Because they wore my ass out. I had to come back here and I had to crash. I'm serious. With my ass. Like I had been out with the trainer all day. But I love it. I love it. And so you go take a look too. Mara Hemsley recovering from today's outing. I'll be up in a minute. You go look. Lordy, lordy, lordy.